It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They come out here in the eye. Now here goes the former Cowboy star. It's DeMarco Murray. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll make it a 2nd down. Prescott now on 2nd down. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Complete to Bryant. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. They'll throw again. Prescott. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. First down, Prescott. Going for the deep ball. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
Halfback sent in motion. Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And Dez has got it. Dez Bryant for the Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Tajay Sharp, the intended target, and it'll bring up third down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down. Here's Brett Kern now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this one deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike. In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Again, it's Mariota. And that is caught. Walker, touchdown Titans. Delaney Walker, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he's a reliable target. He's more than that, though. Hey, look, I'm not going to say he's the best tight end in the league, but he's solid.
Yeah, because he's able to block, and that's almost a lost art for a number of the tight ends in the league now because the most popular guys are almost what we call move tight ends, more like receivers. But those guys who can do it all, there's still a place for them in the NFL.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The play clock's running down. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Derek Morgan. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And the back goes into motion. Second down, Prescott. Flushed out right. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
A nickel set shown by the Titans on 3rd down.
Thinking pass. Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And got his man complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Des Bryant, 96 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down. With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. He's got time. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Randy Gregory from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack. Murray the lone setback. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. C.O. Moore. He's the one to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And now here come the Cowboys. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Time running out here on the play clock. Prescott being chased out left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. Dancing to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And the Cowboys defense, they march back out onto the field. They were able to force that 3-and-out. That led to a touchdown. And defenses obviously love 3-and-outs. They want more of that.
They created a very short and not too sweet stint for the offense by getting them off the field that fast. But it set up their own offense, gave them a little spark, and they took it downfield and scored.
Now the question, can they do it again? Let's see. A first down throw for Mariota. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
To throw is Mariota. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. First down, Mariota. He finds Matthews. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time. We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Red zone opportunity. Murray the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, that's 2 guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. This will be caught just inside the 10. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
it in with Henry. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Third and goal, Mariota. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
And Suckup will put this one right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Suckup now set to kick it off following the made field goal. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense moving at a really high level. And it's also how you establish leadership, by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes, that's the way to lead.
Now he's just hoping for number 4. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. He's got time. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Arakpo in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And they're going to speed things up here. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Prescott now on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. They'll come out in the pistol. In motion right is Bryant. On play action, Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Halfback sent in motion. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. And partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. Right? There's no doubt about it. People are wondering.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Tajay Sharp, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Titans have made this a one-score game.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And the Titans defense, they get ready. They take the field again. And a great job last time. They got the 4th down stop. It led to points. See if they can make magic happen twice.
How about the defense, though? You're going to go for it against us on your own side of the field. Rose up and stopped them. Went off the field and said, offense, take over. Put it in the end zone for us. And that's exactly what they did.
Puts a little chip on their shoulder when that happens.
Oh, yeah. A lot of meanness involved in that.
They go to Elliott again. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Wonder what's in the offensive playbook on 3rd and 13. We're about to find out.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! Flex round!
Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They come out here in the eye.
Let's go! Flex round!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Play of the half here, Mariota. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Well, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry, so we're going to get him right to quarter number 3. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Brandon, as long as we've been covering this league, every time we see a receiver that does not have a big-time game, you know that it's a long week for everyone around them. And, boy, it's paid off for him this week. He is prepared, locked in, and demanding the football and getting it.
He told you that pregame that he was ready. I wasn't there. I was standing alongside talking to his teammate, but he said he was ready. It's shown.
My favorite part is he was telling me he was ready while he kept pacing in front of me. I mean, he's like a thoroughbred just out of the gates. And what he's done this week is found the ball early, meaning just get it to me and let me make plays, and that's exactly what he's done. One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. The open man is Smith. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Flex round. Come on, let's go. White 90.
The tight end in motion right. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And now this is back-to-back weeks that he has treated us with a really solid performance.
We know he's great. We expect it. But this is pretty special what we're watching here. We're watching a guy in total command of every situation, throwing the ball well, guiding his team, moving them. This is a whole lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, it was fun last week. Sometimes it feels like we're at all these games. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, look, credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall. In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
So it's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Play fake. Here's Prescott. That is caught at the 7. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll throw again. Prescott. That's caught at the 1. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive.
Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. And the seemingly endless drive continues.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. James Hanna, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. When you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. Jalen Smith out of Notre Dame. Partner, that's got to be one of the best stories in the NFL, seeing him out on the field.
Yeah, it really is. That injury that he had during the bowl game against Ohio State, boy, that hurt his draft stock. So nice to see him out there.
I had him rated as the top player in his class in 2016 before his injury. He ends up going in the second round, and now he's starting to make the plays we expected to see.
On first down, Murray. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know I'm wandering into cliche territory, but with DeMarco Murray's not piling up yards, it has an adverse effect on his team.
And we are bearing witness to that here in this game. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
10th carry of the game now. Murray. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. And they bottle him up again because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
And Walker with it over the middle. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
A handoff. It's Murray. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And he's back here in the struggle department in this one like he was a week ago. And, partner, I think you can pin some of this on that O-line. That room to run, just not there.
You mentioned last week that it felt like the offensive line was getting beaten to the punch by the guys across the ball.
Well, it was pretty evident, I thought.
I mean, they were off the ball fast, penetrating, getting into the offensive backfield, really spilling a lot of runs before they got started. So I thought your observation was spot on then, and you're right there again this week. Same thing is happening, not able to get started because they're not able to control the point of attack. Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Rashard Matthews, his first touchdown as a Tennessee Titan. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took...
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. In motion right is Wilson.
Ohio! Wide, get wide.
Play clock winding down. Prescott on first down. Buying time to his left. Out left side here to Bryant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 14 there. And it'll be a Dallas first down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Flex round. Come on, let's go.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. A first down throw for Prescott. Gonna look deep for Wilson. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Marquise Wilson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Finding time. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's got his guys set up great now. First and goal, and the Pigskin at the 7-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts him in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's able to put it through. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it. Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
To throw Mariota. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Walker with a grab, left side. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Partner, we saw him struggle last week. We're seeing him struggle again this week. We talked about it after last week's game, the type of coverage he was seeing. I think I'm seeing very similar blueprint.
That's what I was going to ask you. How often, when you see this back-to-back weeks, is it a defensive coordinator saying, hey, I'm just going to steal what that guy did?
And that's the best way to go about it. Don't try and become original each and every...
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Rashard Matthews with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Marquise Wilson with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The defense for the Cowboys getting set to go. Last drive, touchdown surrendered. Here, see if they can stop them.
It's always a constant battle of letting the last series go, good or bad, but especially bad. Give up a touchdown. Okay, forget the finger pointing, forget the blame. Go back out and play the defense you know you're capable of and help your team out.
And probably look to the leaders, as always.
As always. They're going to be the ones going to grab some people and say, all right, let's do this thing. When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Mariota now on second down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. It looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
It certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed, yeah, you're right. The sync just wasn't there.
And Walker has it. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Desperation time. Mariota on fourth down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in the touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan, and Thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
As a general rule, when you take a deep shot downfield, it's usually a timing pattern. Quarterback in the pocket and looking to hit his receiver downfield. But when he has to move outside of it, timing often gets thrown off. And on that play, that caused the incompletion.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! Flex round!
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Prescott on first down. Steps away to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. And this is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Second down, Mariota. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On third down, Mariota. And he locates Walker, complete. A big play that time for the Titans. 47 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Here's Mariota. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside, have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Here's Ryan Suckup for the Titan field goal. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll come out in the pistol. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. A play fake to Murray. Now Mariota. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 3rd and long here for Mariota. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 18. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right? And sometimes you don't win all of them, but they manage to get...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play.
Here we go. Flex round. Come on, let's go.
They come out here in the eye.
Flex round.
Again, it's Elliott. And he cuts it out to the sideline. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cowboys add on.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And quickly they get to the line. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. One last shot now for Mariota. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Cowboys, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the Washington Redskins. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.